What are you thinking about?
Shots. Everybody, shots.
Yeah.
I had a random thought while I was driving to work, and I was thinking about the alcoholic beverages I used to partake in.
Yeah.
Beer guy, bourbon guy, vodka and a little fruit juice every once in a while. But I was thinking about that time in college and law school where you would go to the bar, you'd be celebrating something, and next thing you know, you're taking like a kamikaze shot or liquid cocaine or a redheaded lady of the night, different things like that.
No, it was actually like redheaded slut, right?
Yeah, I just didn't want to say it.
Okay.
I was trying to.
What about a Jedi mind trip?
Never have. But you remember the ones like the Four Horsemen, cement makers.
Oh, those ones.
Cement mixer.
Yeah.
That's actually one I was thinking of.
What about the one Justine took on her birthday called the Dead Bird?
Ugh.
God damn. You know what that was?
No.
Jägermeister as a base.
That's what the redheaded lady of the night
shot
had.
A wild turkey on top of it.
Oof.
You lay that turkey on top, and then you take a dropper. They took a dropper and put a little drop of milk in the middle of it. And that as soon as that milk hit the bourbon, it like instantly curdled.
Yeah.
So it looked like a dead embryo in that Jaeger. God, it was gross.
We should do Jägerbombs again.
No, we shouldn't.
On my birthday, we will.
I was just thinking about those shots and how irresponsible that it was.
Next time we talk about Jaeger bombs, ask the warden to see the palm of her hand.
10-4.
Yeah.
Did she have a tough one night?
Yeah, she put it through a glass screen door.
Probably deserved it. The screen door.
Yeah.
So here we go. The Alabama Slammer.
Ooh.
Amaretto orange juice, slow gin, and Southern Comfort.
Slow gin.
Portland, Oregon, and a slow gin fizz.
My grandma used to eat. Did I tell you that? Grandma used to eat slow gin raisins.
Yeah. There's a few on here I've never heard of.
Washington apple.
Yeah, that's another
That
one.
was a really good one. Apple pucker with a...
Well, then you got just a standard old blowjob shot, ain't you? And there wasn't like a blowjob shot.
Yeah, but that's the one with like whipped cream on top, right? And you got to go down on the bar and
go get it.
suck her down there.
Flaming Dr. Peppers.
Oh, that was a gaslight thing. That was a huge gaslight thing.
We did those one night at the house, and it was...
Did you catch it on fire?
Nope.
Now, guys, you probably have never had my favorite shot here.
What is it?
Have they mentioned it? The goddamn rattlesnakes from JR's.
Oh, well, the rattlesnakes from that. See, that was
Same
like
as the rattlesnakes from
the overtime. Everybody had their own little spin on it. Ours was, did they keep it in the fridge in a jug?
Oh.
Yeah, so Angie would make it at the overtime. Remember, she keep it in them Dailies jugs and keep it in there or a big pitcher and shit.
I got the recipe for it, and it was a work. My bride, my beautiful, beautiful bride, she screenshotted it for me. It was only on the internet for like 3 minutes, and she gave it to me, and I don't know why, but I still have it. But you can only make it like a gallon at a time, and I'm telling you what you don't need. A gallon of rattlesnake.
Now, friend of the program, Craig Atkins, he makes, he'll get these wild hairs and make these little, he calls them holiday drinks. Like he made, what do he make? He made
Christmas punch.
Something like, but this year he did like cranberry moonshine or something, it was something shine. I almost think it was cranberries, and he like cooked it on the stove and then jarred it up into quart jars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just give it out and shit like that. But if
I need to sit on one of these.
that would be a good
Craig, you need to sit on one of these. You're not inviting yourself. You're not overstepping your welcome. Just come
He's
sit.
pretty worried about that shit. Tequila poppers. I absolutely love tequila
There's
poppers.
a bottle of tequila up there.
We did, me and Audie, and Kathy Tabor.
Back into it. We got kamikazes,
Oh, yeah.
lemon drop shots, melon balls.
Ooh.
What did Gaslight does? Like, what are they? Scooby snacks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
up there.
But, going
Mind
back,
erasers.
your damn, see, that would be like the Jedi mind trip thing. We had Jedi mind trips at Kirkwood's, or Kilroy's on Kirkwood one night. Me and A-Hole and a bunch of them. And I was like, A-Hole come back with like 4 shots, and he's like, here, take one of these. I'm like, what the man? I don't do shots. He's like, no, take it. Seriously, it's called a Jedi mind trip.
Now, see, my thing
You're
is
the
I
most
could never
childish
take,
person I've ever met. You buying Jedi mind trips.
Yeah.
I could never take shots of anything other than just a straight up shot of Jaeger or the rattlesnakes. But like, I feel like I probably drink more than the average bear. Like
No, Dave.
I've had a few.
No, you're right in line
But,
with.
and even when I was drinking, I used to be a heavy whiskey drinker, and
Yeah.
it would be, Bob called it the old smoker swirl. You fill it, you put some ice in, you fill it all the way with the wild turkey, and then you put just a squirt of Coke in there, and you just give it a shake. Now I could drink it like that, but I couldn't take a shot. Like the burn, I've got a real sensitive gag reflex. Like thinking of brushing my teeth makes me want to barf.
I bet you do, big boy.
If I take something like a shot of something that burns a little bit, like I'm yarfing right away. But those rattlesnakes, yeah, I cannot take shot like straight liquor type of shots. If I take a shot, as soon as it hits my gullet, it comes back.
I will make a bold statement, but I never minded those cement mixers.
Oh God,
I never minded them.
that
Really?
definitely made
So
me barf.
Bailey's, that was Bailey's,
and then
lime
some
juice.
lime juice. Yeah,
Because as soon as the acid of the
citric
lime
acid, yeah.
would cause the Bailey's to curdle. I always kind of liked it. Like I would let it sit before I shot it.
You're weird, dude.
See,
I
my
know.
problem is I always took them real quick, trying to get it. Like I think that was my problem. Like, so I'd shoot it real quick as soon as it was put together, but
Yeah.
then like I didn't want to swallow it, so it'd like sit on the back of my Courage hangy ball and go around the outside of it, and I was like,
You know, so I said tequila poppers, but did you know what a tequila popper was?
No.
You take a shot of tequila, but they use these real tall shots.
the double shot.
The skinny, but they were skinny.
Yeah.
And then you put like
Petite.
some sort of carbonated soda on top. We always used Mountain Dew because that's what Audie and Kathy always wanted
Yeah.
to do. And then you would take your hand over top of it, and then you would pop it on a table and then bang it like that. And that it would just get it all mixied up. And it
Fizzy.
was- yeah, fizzy. It was good.
Ooh, nice.
But back to the flaming Dr. Peppers you mentioned earlier.
You never caught him on fire.
Yeah, hell
It was
yeah.
just a doctor.
No, he
did.
said he never caught anything on fire. Like he never
Oh,
oh shit, I'm gonna spill it and then it's gonna just take 101 and catch everything on fire. But the overtime never had 101.
Oh, really?
So we would always have to go for like they were like, hey dude, you wanna go do Dr. Peppers? And we're like, yeah, let's do it. So we would walk from the overtime down to the Gaslight and they would have 101 down there. So
Yeah.
we would do that and
Now this is.
was
I'm starting
good.
to put this together. I've heard you mention lots of times about how many times you'd make the trip from
the overtime.
the overtime to the Gaslight and back, and I'm like, well, why would you leave one to go back? And that's why.
Different crowd.
Really?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Different crowd.
Different crowd. It would.
Overtime was 150,000% me and Justine and a bunch of my friends as home base. Like that's where we were because Couch Guy's family owned it.
Yeah, I knew
So
that.
so
we don't
I-
know who Couch Guy is anymore.
Yeah, well now
Nobody does.
Well, they can put one and two.
Well, that
three.
Couch Guy's
we
right
bleeped
there.
it out.
yeah, he's in
Couch
there
Guy's.
licking his nuts right.
Yeah.
Sweet. I wish I could do that. That's wild.
Would you though?
No,
My God, Couch Guy, get out of there.
but so
Man,
that was
he's
that
really into
he's
something.
in it. That was our home base. So
Yep.
that's that we was
Justine, I've never seen him do that.
we would always go. She has that effect.
Hey,
guys.
Justine, just go ahead and put your hand on Couch Guy's shoulder. over
Dre. Yeah,
Are you guys watching?
Oh, what are you talking about?
there. You guys talking about me?
You
Over here.
looking at my notes over here. But we would always go to there, and then either the overtime, if there wasn't anybody there, you could kick it down to Gaslight and see what was popping there, and then once the Gaslight and the overtime would close, 99.99% of the time, Ron's was always open.
No,
Yeah.
I've been to Ron. As far as a bar in Huntingburg, I've been to Ron's more. I've been to Gaslight, but never as a bar. Like I've always
Okay.
been there as a restaurant
Right.
for the most part.
Right.
Here's another
I
one.
really like Ron's.
Prairie Fire, little shot of tequila with a little bit of
Tabasco.
Tabasco.
God,
Um,
yuck.
Red Snapper.
Mm.
There's the old snake bite. Powerful both in alcohol
Snake bites
content.
tequila. Rattlesnake's different.
Wait, rattlesnake was the one that you're talking about.
Have you ever had a prairie dog or prairie fire?
Yeah.
Have you prairie dog?
prairie.
Yeah, I'm prairie dogging right now.
Here's your tequila slammer. Comes in at number
There you
48.
go. Tequila Slammer. That's right.
top a shot of tequila with ginger ale or citrus soda, which would be your Mountain Dew.
Sprite, or yeah,
Or squirt if you had squirt.
or squirt.
Squirt
if you had a
works.
squirt around.
Squirt would work.
Wolf bite. That sounds
Wolf
intriguing.
bite.
Yeah. But the shot game, I think, changes as you get older.
I don't think people do it much anymore.
You get me a shot of Fireball. Well, I think
Oh,
Fireball's changed a lot of that.
Yeah, you're
Or
right.
a good old thing of Dr. McGillicuddy's.
Oh my God! Every freaking time, man. I wouldn't begin to think about how many fifths of that shit.
The
That
warden
the-
really likes
I've never-
to pick up the butterscotch shooters.
See, I
Buttery
wasn't-
nipples.
I was a buttery nipple guy too, but I really, really liked just a plain ass mint. Now my brother, Moo Moo, Mr.
Yeah.
Cody, he's pretty much a sucker for the.
Now I can't take
Mint-
shots of
menthol.
Fireball for some reason, and I can't.
It's got to be
unless
cold.
I'm in the mood.
It's got to be
But
cold.
there's been a couple times I've been in the mood. There went Bojangles. God, he's been chewing on something in the corner all day over there. I've been trying to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, anytime I get into the Fireball shooters, and I don't say, hey, I want a shot of Fireball, but little
airplane bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can either do half of one or 12. No middle.
I can.
Can I tell
definitely-
you-
I'm going to go ahead and say it. I had a bad experience. We went to Ross Aid for the IU Purdue football game. Was it IU Purdue? Yeah. And I spent a lot of time at Purdue University, but never around campus.
Oh, you
Hey.
went there but never got a degree.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool. There's two
Now,
of you.
I gave quite the tour on our tram ride
Fuck
from the
Purdue.
parking lot to Ross Aid, telling everybody about all the stuff that they could see. I was just making it up as I went. Had a hell of a time. But once we got to our seats, I felt a rumbling in my tummy, boys.
You puked in the stands.
No, I tried to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't make it. So I got to the top of the stairs, and I did the count. Remember the count from Sesame Street?
1.
I pulled my
2.
jacket up. And then I'd look around, and here's somebody sitting right here, and I was looking at them, waiting for eye contact, and they never looked up. And then, like 30 minutes later, Jenna comes in. She's like, "Oh my God, some puked all over the steps." And I was like, and she went, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "No." It was bad. But it was a good time.
I have often found pleasure in buying shots for like
Strangers.
strangers or like people
Nuns?
like people that are like 21, like going on your 21st birthday,
Yeah.
buy a shot for a
That's
kid or whatever
traditionally-
like that. Just because of, there was a lot of times where they hadn't quite been around the rope as much as we had, and they're thinking, oh yeah,
I've not spent much time around the rope.
we'll have a shot of Scooby snacks or whatever like that, and they're like, yeah, the you are. Round them up, boys. Let's get a shot of wild turkey or give him, give him one of them prairie fires or whatever the hell,
We
And
did.
Oh goodness.
The one that probably sent me over the edge was when the Four Horsemen.
Oh man.
That's
Jim, Jack,
Johnny.
Jose, and
Johnny Walker.
but
Yes.
Johnny. I know Johnny Walker's was.
Jim, Jack, Johnny, and Jose.
Is that right?
3 whiskeys and then the tequilas.
yeah.
Four horses.
Well, now Johnny Walker is not a whiskey.
It's a Scotch whiskey.
Okay.
It's from the whiskey family.
Okay.
No,
You got to drink that bottle. We got to.
We do.
Let's tear into tonight. You look
Glenn-
awful sick. You shouldn't go to work tomorrow.
Glenn Fittich.
I'm gonna make it to work tomorrow.
That's you're
No,
busy,
I was thinking about it. You have those strolls down memory lane, and that's why it came up, because if somebody walked into the bar with me and was like, "Hey, we're gonna do some redheaded ladies of the night," I would probably slap them off their bar stool. But if you throw like, "Hey, we're gonna do Fireball all in, McGillicuddy's all in,"
Yeah.
when we'd go on canoe trip, we would take peppermint schnapps. I don't know what variety of it. But we'd call that mouthwash. So we'd stand around the fire and pass it around. That's how you got the morning. That's how you got your day started while you're standing around the fire.
Did you drink Rumpelmans ever?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Did you drink Aftershock?
yep,
Do you remember Aftershock?
That's the cinnamon stuff, right?
yep.
Well, no, it's peppermint. No, aftershock. No, it is Nope, cinnamon. Yep, you're right. What the hell's Rumpelmann's?
I think you're
Rumpelmann's-
probably thinking of Goldschlager.
Rumpelmann's is peppermint schnapps.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Whereas McGillicuddy's is menthol. Like menthol mint.
Mentholated.
Yeah.
Now, I did like Goldschlager, though. That was good.
We
Well,
always
because you thought that was real gold, probably,
Yeah.
Dave.
No, it's just the taste of it.
Hey, there's a freaking shot. Starry Night.
Yep.
You ever had a Starry Night?
Goldschlager and Jaeger.
Jaeger. Yeah.
That's terrible.
I did like that.
Jaeger makes
I
my
could,
toes just.
I could get
curl.
into that.
I can't feel my toes right now.
I think the truth to taking a shot. I don't know where I found this, but this is my strategy on all of them.
You got to breathe through your nose.
You take it down, and then you do the inhale, take the shot, and then you just exhale it.
Now, see, the
'Cause you don't
problem
get that.
is like I had a buddy, Dan Smith, no relation to anybody around here that may or may not have that name. Died too young, but like he could.
Oh, there's that different one that you're
that
talking
wasn't the
about.
fat man, was it?
Nope. Dan was not the fat man. Oddly enough, his nickname, what he went by in our crew, was the Hammer.
Okay.
But he was a beer chugger.
Oh.
And he had this weird thing, and to the day he died, he'd tell you it wasn't gay. And that's fine if it would have been.
He could
because we
open
don't
his
care.
throat.
Yeah, and like he could take down like a pitcher of beer.
I got a buddy like that.
But
He
like,
is a machine.
like I process, like for me to be able to take
I
a
used to be
swig
pretty
of
good at
something and swallow, like I feel like I've got to like compress it through my courage, hangy ball, and tonsils first. You know what I mean? Like it can't go straight down the
I can
third time that mouse. We're gonna need.
I could shotgun beers like out of the hole, like the keyhole.
No, I can do that.
I
but
can shotgun really fast.
I can't do it real fast.
And I can chug beer out of a cup really fast.
Go ahead, do it. For
But
the
I
camera.
didn't know.
Let's see what you
I'll
can do.
spill it now. I'm
Oh,
almost
okay.
40 years old. But there was a guy that would take a straw
Oh, for the carb.
for the bottle for the carb,
put it out the outside.
and that boy, oh boy, he could chug them pretty fast too.
Yeah, that's pretty
No
impressive.
glug glug at that.
I like shots.